Good day, it's Gary from G&H Honey Bees, and I am up here at the forestry area where the fireweed is, and I know it's been a while since I did a video, but we're going to look at my 3 hives here, the white ones. This colony here belongs to the Living the Dream farm, and as well as these 2 colonies, so I'm not going to touch them. But gonna have a check on these girls and see what they've been up to. It's only like 9:30 in the morning. Sun is out. It's nice and warm. Bees are flying. And hopefully we'll find some honey. So I'm gonna get suited up and we'll get on with it. All right, back in a minute. Alright, so this colony, this is hive 4, and it was a split I did back earlier in the year, and they were kind of low in population when I brought them up here, but they have grown quite a bit since. So let's see what they've been up to. Now I just put this honey super on here last week. You can see there's quite a crowd of bees around these middle frames here, not so much on the outside yet. So let's just have a peek, see what they're doing with them. I think the other honey super underneath this is going to have something we can take out of it. There's some nectar in there. You got some nice looking comb on there. Honestly, this one I didn't think I'd get honey from this year because of the way the population was when I brought them up. Yeah, there's some weight to that. Just going to scrape some of this wax off of here. It's always useful for making up new frames. So let's start with an outside one here. Let's get you down here where you can see what I'm doing. Well, it's getting there. It's full, just not capped yet. Well, they haven't started on the outside of that. May get a box of honey off these girls after all. Oh yeah, the queen got up here before I got the queen excluder in. She put a little bit of brood in the middle of that, so and that's just about all hatched, so I'm just going to leave that for another week. Now these frames, they should be ready to go. So I think I'm going to take these. Yeah. Lots of honey there. Good looking frame. Now all I do with these is I do the shake and take. I don't do anything other than that. So I'm going to take that frame. I'll get some replacements to put in there, and I think I got like 4 frames, maybe 5 frames in the middle, but I'll be back. I got to get my empties out of the car. Alright, so I got 4 frames out of there. These 3 frames on this side are not ready yet, so I'm just going to leave them there. And I took 4 frames out of this upper box to replace them bottom ones. And just going to stick 4 empties in there. There. And I can close them up, and we'll move on to the next one. So here we're looking at hive 2. Now I've got 4 honey supers on here, but because I brought them up here without a mated queen, there was a queen in here, but she hadn't mated by the time we moved her from the backyard. But she has since gotten mated, and I just stuck 4 honey supers on here. These are all brand new frames. They haven't done much with them yet because the downtime of brood hatching has reduced the population quite a bit, and there should be new brood hatching in here any day now. And I'll show you once I get down here why I know that. Now, I didn't have a queen excluder in here in between the third brood chamber and the first honey super, and they had filled the frames in this first honey super full of nectar, and I thought, okay, I don't need a queen excluder anymore. But once that queen got mated, they took all the honey out of the center frames in this first honey super and moved it up. So she laid up some frames of brood in the center of this honey super box. But I've since rectified that. I've got a queen excluder in here now, and we'll see how that works out. So I'm going to pull this empty box off here. This is just a brand new box of new frames. I was hoping they would get them drawn out, but it may not happen this year. We have some bees working here. Yeah, they're working. They're getting there. That's full, but it's not capped yet. That one's close. The next one has no cappings on it at all, and I can see down in here there's cappings on this one, none on these two, those 3. So I'm just going to pull that. Yeah, it's got some weight to it. Not as much as it could have, though. Yeah, that's got honey in it, but it's not capped. You can see that there's not many bees up here working. Yeah, that's full of nectar. There's lots of nectar here yet. So I'm just going to pull this box just to have a look at the next one below it. Scrape that off. And you see see they're picking up fireweed. You can see the color of this wax. If you watch my videos about the blackberry wax is pure white. This is sort of a yellowish tone. And just peel that off of there. I hate squishing bees. got a bee in my wax collection box there. Let's see what we got here. So I did pull some of these outside frames last week as they were fully capped. So that one has got fresh nectar in it. Come on, girls. Why do you run over there where I want to put this thing? That looks pretty nice on that side. And it looks like some of that brood is hatched. Well, it's not hatched yet. You can see right in the center there. There's still a small patch of brood there that hasn't hatched yet. Looks like some of it has though. So it's pretty close, within a day or two. So we'll just leave that. Once these frames of bees get hatched out, it'll boost the population quite a bit. I can see some of this is hatched. I don't know, are you too high? No, I guess they're alright. You can see how she laid up the center of that frame. Those middle cells have all hatched. There's actually some bees hatching out. There's one coming out of a cell right there near the bottom of the frame. Of course, that bee is going to run over top of it. This side is almost completely hatched out. And they're actually starting to fill them frame themselves with nectar. And this is hatching as well. That's good. You can see this was completely laid up here in the center. You can almost see the bees through them cappings that are left on those cells. There's actually some new bees running around on that frame. So that is good. I'm going to close them up and we'll leave them for another week. And then we'll check the last one. All right, be back in a bit. All right, so this is hive 3. And you can really see the difference in the population. This box came up here. I did an artificial swarm on them like 2 days before I brought them up here. And they had queen cells all over the place. You know, swarm cells. And so I just brought them up here and with hopes that she'd get at least one of them queen cells would hatch properly and they would get a new mated queen, which they have. And I do have a queen excluder in this one. And this was a box of new frames as well. I just thought I'd throw on top. And they're drawing them out. Now the next one's got quite a bit of wax on it. I can see quite a bit of wax down in here. And it's kind of thin over in this side. So I'm just going to pull that off. Oh, I'm going to fly around on the lens. You can see the wax that they're putting these extra wide. These are 9 frame honey super, so they're drawing those frames out extra wide. Still a ton of bees in here. There was a ton of bees in here when I brought them up. So this may not be ready for harvest by the looks of it, but probably next week. Oh yeah, nice looking frame. It's heavy. You just need to cap that. And I don't think I'm going to disturb that box anymore than I already have. Oh my Lord, yeah, that's heavy. Oh. Well, all bees seem to be. Now, last week I harvested honey out of this box. Let's see if they're doing. Oh yeah, they're putting hot nectar in there. Not a lot. But what I should do is maybe take this box right out. And then I can, yeah, I think I'll take this box right out. The fireweed season is slowly coming to an end here, probably 2 more weeks. But before I do anything rash, well, there's honey on one side of that. So what we got down here? See, they aren't doing, maybe I'll take this box out. They're just cleaning these cells up here. Maybe what I'll do is a mix and match. I'll take these outside ones have honey in them. But it's not fully capped yet. You can see that. It's a nice thick frame of honey. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these center frames out that they haven't put anything in, and I'm going to put them in that other box, and I'll just take this box right off altogether and just start reducing them down, because I'm going to have to reduce them down at some point anyway. So yeah, let me do that. I'll be back. Alright, so that's a wrap. Got them back together. They're one less high. I've just left them as they are for the time being. Probably next week I'll take that empty box off the top, just because. And they are flying good. But maybe I'll go up the road and give you an overview of what it looks like up here. And you can see for yourself where we are, or kind of where we are, and what kind of conditions that we get honey from. Alright, back in a bit. Oh, so I almost forgot, or I did forget actually, to do an outro here. This is the view that we have from up at the top. You can see there's some fireweed there. It's just about finished. Anyway, if you look way across there, that's Washington State. And these are the Straits of Juan de Fuca. Beautiful, gorgeous day up here. Too bad I didn't have a house in this area. I just come up here and stay here. Anyway, so that's it for today, and we hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you again on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.